plan for today is to explore the bottom half of the Watkin path up Snowdonia, see the waterfalls, then go back down, cross the road and look for the lake Linlagi, where I may camp if the weather's not too bad. At the moment I'm not sure. They forecast heavy rain, high winds, but that's usual for winter in Snowdonia, so we'll just have to see how it goes.
Look at this, it's amazing. Absolutely stunning, beautiful. It's like the Blue Lagoon, but in Wales, and a little bit more chilly. This is somewhere where I'm definitely going to be coming back to. Absolutely fantastic place. The wind's picking up there, the rain's really coming in. I'm going to make it down now to the Watkin path and go and see if I can find Linlagi on the other side of the road. Well, I'm in what you could call the crow's nest. I'm on the way to Linlagi. I've had to take a bearing because there's no path really. There is one on the map, but not many people come this way. And it's very marshy, very boggy, with a few rocky outcrops. And I've just climbed up one just to take a bit of a look to see where I'm going. I was just keeping to the left of a little river, but they meander and disappear off, and it's quite hard to follow them. It sounds simple, but it's not really when the ground gets so muddy and boggy. So I think once I've climbed this rocky outcrop, I'll be able to find the lake that I was intending to camp by, and that'll be for future reference. I think I'll be marking that one down on the map. All being well, we'll see what it looks like when we get there. Woohoo! Woo! There it is! Well, I managed to find Linlagi. It took me an hour and a half to get from the Watkin Path car park all the way up to the top. There is a path up here, not directly to the lake, but there is a path. I couldn't find the path. I just found moongrass and bog and little streams, very hard going. What I find is when I'm in the mountains, if you're looking up for a path, it's always hard to find. But when you come down, you got like sort of a better view, and you can see the path better, so maybe I'll find the path on the way down. But that's where the compass comes in. It's really useful to have a compass. Take a bearing and as best you can follow it, and you always get there. And you see these false horizons, you keep getting over another little brow of another little bit of hill, and you think I'm there and you're not there, and it can be demoralising, but just keep plugging on, trust in your compass, and then you'll find where you're headed. So here I am at Linlagi. I'm not sure about a wild camp up here. It's really remote. Not many people come up here because it's so boggy. For obvious reasons, it's not the best walking, but it's remote, so it might be a good spot for a wild camp in the better weather. I think today's been horrendous. Rain, with high winds. You can probably hear the wind whipping along. I'm just tucked under by a little dry stone wall. Another thing you've got to watch out for when you're in the hills is sunset time. If it's cloudy and you've got hills around you or mountains around you, when the sun sets it goes dark quicker than you'd think. So it's about 12:30, 1:15 now, so if it takes me an hour and a half to get back down, which it won't take me that long, but if it does, like that'll just take me up towards sort of not far off dusk at this time of year. So you have to bear that in mind.
When I was younger and I was in the Boy Scouts, we used to call this terrain that we're looking at now moongrass. I don't know if moongrass is the real word for it or if I'm mistaken, but that's what we used to call it. And
We were out walking one time, we were across the moorland in North Wales, and walking across this field of moongrass, and it was boggy underneath, marshy, terrible, hard going, real hard going. And one lad knocked into the other lad, and my friend went head first straight into the moongrass, but straight head first down a hole. He went all the way in, bang, upside down up to his ankles. We looked in, and he was drowning in the bottom of a water-filled hole. If we hadn't have been there, no one would have knocked him in the hole. But if no one would have been there and that had happened, he'd have been dead. And the only thing you'd have found is 2 brown leather boots sticking out of this moongrass.
Awake! Awake! Awake!